You don't always need a lazy river, a giant water park, or a luxury resort to have an incredible stay in Pigeon Forge. Sometimes all you need is a place that simply gets everything right. Welcome to Bear Facts, where we explore the Smoky Mountains one bear fact at a time. Welcome everyone to our channel, and thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to visit a hotel that has become one of Pigeon Forge's highest rated independently owned places to stay. And the thing is, it's a very unassuming looking motel. From the outside, it looks fairly ordinary, but there are good reasons why guests keep coming back and why people speak so highly about them. If you drive down the parkway just a little ways, you're going to notice a theme going on. There's a lot of these 1980s, 90s motels that are just stacked up against one another like a Monopoly game. They all look very similar, and Arbors falls into that category. They were built in the 1980s, so they all have that classic motel vibe. Other than when they deck the halls during the Christmas season, they look fairly traditional. They have the large front facade, they have an awning where people can drive under and check in, and then from there you see that it extends back towards the river, and you have parking on one side and hotel rooms that you can access from the outside. It is a very typical setup for a motel or hotel in Pigeon Forge area. There are so many of them that people get overwhelmed when they're trying to find a place to stay. So here's a little suggestion, and I know it sounds a little snobby, but hear me out. When you're searching for a place to stay in the Smokies, I generally recommend focusing on places with review scores that are at the 9-point range. That doesn't mean the hotels below are bad. Many of them are perfectly fine places to stay. But travelers visiting the Smokies often have similar expectations. When a lodgings rate drops below that mark, it's usually because something isn't meeting those expectations. Maybe the rooms feel dated, or the breakfast isn't what they wanted, parking is inconvenient, or there's an issue with customer service, or it's inconsistent. Either way, there's always something there that's missing. However, on the other spectrum, many hotels with ratings above a 9 tend to come with the premium price. They may be wonderful, but they can stretch your vacation budget beyond your means. And that's where Arbors really stands out. It hits that sweet spot of offering excellent reviews, affordable rates, a premium location, and very good amenities without charging luxury hotel prices. And for many visitors, that's exactly the balance they're looking for. Let's talk about the biggest perk about staying at Arbors, and that's its location. It is right on the parkway, and it is a short walk or swim, if you want to go across the river, to the island. They offer complimentary parking with your stay, and you can now just leave your car and walk to all the amazing attractions very close to the motel. Which is also really awesome because traffic in Pigeon Forge can be hellish. Not kidding you, it can get bad. And that's why being close to the trolley line is also a huge perk. Because right in front of Arbors is a trolley line station. Here you can access Pigeon Forge's trolley system at a nominal fee, and you can explore all of Pigeon Forge and even Gatlinburg without ever having to get back in your car. Another great thing about their location is they are sitting on the Little Pigeon River. Now, many guests who are arriving to the area might actually be looking to fish, and Arbors actually will loan you out some fishing poles if you want to fish there. So it actually is quite fun and nice to be able to just hang out in your back of your hotel and go fishing. Another thing you're going to hear a lot about Arbors is that they are very budget friendly. Yes, they do have some rooms that are a little bit more expensive and bougie, but they also offer more traditional rooms that are more budget friendly. So you can go from anywhere from spending $120 a night to onward to $300 depending on your budget. But the great thing is they're all at Arbor, so you actually all enjoy the same amenities that the hotels offer, just at a different price. Checking in is extremely easy at Arbors. You just park your car under the awning, go in and talk to one of the hospitality specialists sitting in the lobby. You can also refresh yourself with some Krispy Kreme donuts that guests can enjoy throughout the day. They also have complimentary coffee, hot chocolate, and even frozen slushy drinks. And one of the guests that we were talking to absolutely loved this hot cider. They serve it year-round, so if you love fall and just want a hint of fall, pour yourself a glass and just take a smell, because the smell is just like the scent that you would have of fall with the cinnamon and the apple sugar. Oh, it is really delicious, but it is extremely hot, so probably a better drink for, in the fall or winter when you are freezing outside. For our stay, we booked one of the more affordable double queen rooms on the first floor. This is an example of one of their accessible rooms, as the shower is a walk-in and it offers a double level shower head. I have to say that walking into the room was honestly the biggest surprise of our stay. And this wasn't even one of their premium suites. This was one of their budget rooms, yet it looked fantastic. Everything was spotless, the floors were clean, the linens were crisp, and the room just felt like someone's home, not another motel. But what impressed us even more wasn't just the cleanliness, it was the little details. Waiting on the bed was a towel elephant, complete with googly eyes and 2 Hershey kisses. The pillows were carefully arranged instead of just tossed onto the bed, and the hand towels all had been folded in decorative shapes. And the bathroom was fully stocked with shampoo, conditioner, soaps. There is a hand-held dryer, an iron, coffee maker, microwave, and refrigerator. Even the walk-in shower felt much more upscale than we would expect, with an attractive stone-colored finish, and the contemporary vessel sink added a touch of luxury you just don't normally expect to see in a budget-friendly motel. It was obvious someone actually cared about how this room looked before guests arrived. The hotel is also in the middle of an ongoing renovation project. We talked with the staff about the remodeling we could see happening around the hotel, and the staff let us know that they remodel the rooms in batches, working through each room in a 5-year rotation. The room we were staying in was heading into a remodel stage eventually after the current ones were finished. We were curious about the current rotation of modeled rooms and asked the staff about them, and the staff was more than helpful and allowed us to take a look into some of the newer updated rooms. This first one was one of their balcony rooms in the back facing the river, and this room was gorgeous. It featured a beautiful tree mural in the background with these little fun matching tree sculptures on the side. Obviously, all of the decor has been updated, and this one actually has a jacuzzi top. The private balcony is one of those perks that you only get with one of these rooms. Most of the hotel rooms are just, a place to sit in front of your door. But these guys have their own separate balcony. It was a beautiful place to stay, and it's very quiet because you're facing the river. They also showed us one of their larger double queen size suites. This room had 2 double queen beds, a sofa sitting area. They also had a private balcony, but this one overlooked the parkway, and it had the same nature-inspired decoration found throughout all the new remodeled rooms. And while it is facing the parkway may become a little bit more noisy with traffic, you also get a lot more things to look at night when you're sitting out in your balcony. Of course, a hotel is more than just about the rooms, although you're staying there to stay in a room. Arbors has a heated outdoor pool, a kiddie pool, and a hot tub that are open 24 hours a day. Yeah, there's actually a couple places in Pigeon Forge that are beginning to do this, but not many. You don't see it up very often. Guests also have access to free laundry facilities, complimentary parking, which I have mentioned, and one of my favorite perks is the breakfast deal at the Reagan House of Pancakes. We absolutely love Reagan's. We've gone and eaten there many times, and there's a few hotels in the area that have a deal with Reagan's that you get a complimentary pancake and drink breakfast every day of your stay at that hotel. Arbors is one of those places. There are actually 2 locations of Reagan's on the Parkway, and you can use your coupon at either one of those locations. The closest location is right across the street from Arbors. This one is one that we've been to several times. However, it gets really busy really fast. And if you are heading into Gatlinburg or the Smoky Mountain National Park, you might want to just get in your car and head down the road to the next Reagan's. You might luck out and not see as many crowds standing around that one. But heads up, this is a popular place. It gets busy regardless. Your stay at Arbors comes with 3 pancakes and a drink. However, Reagan's House of Pancakes is also a full-service restaurant. You can order off the menu, or even better, you can get the buffet. Now, if you want to, you can upgrade your breakfast for the full buffet, and it is worth it. For $6 more, you get all of this, and it is fantastic. We really love to come here. Even when we're not staying at one of the hotels with this deal, we will come to Reagan's. It gets packed because people already know about this place, and it is very, very popular. So now you've heard all about the great location, free breakfast, 24-hour heated pool and hot tub, free use of laundry facilities, beautiful rooms. Surely that's everything, right? Well, not quite, because one of our favorite parts about Arbors isn't inside the rooms, but it's what's outside. Arbors is absolutely stunning outside. Throughout the grounds, you'll find colorful flowers, shaded seating areas, rocking chairs, and whimsical metal sculptures of children and animals throughout the entire grounds. There was one sculpture that actually made me laugh because it showed 2 children talking through tin cans connected with a string. And I thought to myself, most kids today would probably look at that sculpture and say, "Mom, why are they holding 2 metal cans with a string?" And of course, the mom would explain it. And then the kid would pull out their cell phone. "Well, mine doesn't have a string. Why would they need one?" Yeah, that's how old I am. I remember those days. Anyways, Arbors has plenty of quiet places to sit outside and relax, and these peaceful spaces are surrounded by beautiful landscaping, blooming flowers, shaded walkways, and winding stone paths. It feels more like a garden than a typical motel parking lot. Now, on many weekends, they even host live music for guests to enjoy. They also offer family games and activities throughout the entire property, all included in your stay. As you walk around, it becomes more obvious. This hotel isn't a place that's trying to compete by building the biggest water park or the tallest hotel tower. It's competing by making guests feel more welcome. And I think that's where the owners truly deserve a lot of credit. Arbors is actually independently owned, and rather than retiring, the owners decided to pour their energy and savings into creating the kind of hotel they would want to stay themselves. And you could see that philosophy everywhere you look. They continually renovate rooms, improve the landscaping, and even have plans to eventually add a dog park and a children's play area in the back. So, obviously you're like, okay, there's got to be some bad sides to this place, right? And sure, no place is perfect. The building is built in the 1980s, and it's not as modern as some of the newer places. Some of the rooms might be noisier due to vehicle, traffic outside or people moving about, but honestly, that's the only complaint we really had. The price, the location, the amenities, this place is truly a diamond in the rough. So, after finally staying here ourselves, I completely understand why Arbors has earned such a loyal following. If you're looking for affordable, independently owned place to stay in Pigeon Forge that's within walking distance of the island, Arbors at the Island Landing is absolutely worth putting on your list. I hope this video helps you plan your visit to the Smokies. You're getting an honest review from our personal experience, but facts and things change, so please keep us in the loop if you learn anything new and want to share your experience in the comments. Thanks again for visiting us at Bear Fox of the Smoky Mountains. Please click that like button and subscribe to our channel.